Did somebody say treats? I mean, alright, hold on a sec, though. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it, little dude. There you go, little dudes. What's up? Old spaghetti face in the house. I hope I got all the spaghetti off my face this time. I'm sorry, babies. I am sorry. Let me fade that oot. Fade that oot and try to get around this Groot. Oh! Na 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 na, fat man! Pull him over to yourself, little dude. Pull him over. For good luck, you know, for good luck. I brought out one of my... Oh, shit! I'm gone! I am gone! Time is gone with the wind and some clouds and shit. I broke out one of my older bongs for the live stream today. That's so big. It's up in my shot. That pot is up in my shot. But that's okay because, you know, it's pot. So now the rest of this countdown timer thing is basically just a countdown of me getting ready to take some bong hits. And this is, by the way, the first I'm smoking of this. Oh, first I'm smoking of this AK-47 from a bong or a pipe because I got the I still got that little piece of the pink kush left, so I've been smoking on that for my, you know, normal stuff, day in, day out, just to, you know, go through it and stuff and get through it or whatever. And I can't talk, so the only bit I've smoked of it was that blunt that we smoked on the live stream last week. So this will be my first bong hit of it. Oh, and also, I'm smoking on a vanilla frosty this week. I got a vanilla frosty root beer. And oh, baby, is it gravy. It is well, actually, it's root beer, but, you know, it's gravy root beer. It is gravy root beer, baby. Yo, what up? Arcade Pop in the house. You just in time to watch me smoke on this old ass bong. Cheers. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Ho 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 ho. Like how I broke out the little 19 mil, 14 mil adapter piece for it. You know? Because all the 19 mil bowl slots that I got are big ass, ugly, bulbous slides. So I broke out the adapter. Because I got one for that. I got an adapter for that. Adapt that gravy, baby. Cheers. Hoo hoo hoo. Hey, I'm in the ho. Oh ho. Smoke. Smoke it up, man. Oh, smoke it up, man. Oh. Oh. Smoking weed is what I like to do. I like smoking weed with you or without you. Either way, if you don't like it, fuck you. But if you don't like it, then you probably aren't going to be watching this live stream. So, you know. I love you, babies. Bobby Duke. Bobby Duke. Ooh. Bobby Duke. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that hit me in my gravy. As a matter of fact, I was gonna take those 2 hits and, you know, chill out for a little bit, but I think I'm gonna take a third after I catch my breasts here. Ah. Oh, breasts. Nice breasts. Oh. Thank you. Oh. Okay. I think I got my breasts under control. So, I got a notification that my video's about to start. I think that's what it was. Let me check that real quick. It says my video starts in 3 minutes. And, yeah. Oh. That was pretty funny. Where you go, little dude? Hey, little jerk. See you later, little dude. He'll come back because he's still got treats up there. So, why is that not refreshing? There we go. That's freshin'. That's refreshing. Oh, shit. This is some great fucking filtration on this fucking thing, baby. This is some great filtration on this thing. Now if I could only clean it out, I'd be ready. Did I already pull up that comment? I don't fucking know, baby. You better get ready for that, Rustin Betty. Or whatever. Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, it may not. I don't tag these live streams or anything just because, you know, I figure if people want to come watch, they're going to come watch. But I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. And I have no idea what's going on with that. Yo, what up, Glenn? Hey, I see you. I see you. I can't bring up the comments from Facebook, but I see you. I see you. Because, you know, I peek. I peep like that. I'm a peeping tummy. I see you. But yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. And, you know, to be fair, 100, I don't actually know that they shadow banned me. It's kind of hard to know. It's, you know, that's kind of the way a shadow ban works, I guess. But it seems that way anyway. uh, but yeah, so I don't know if, but it seems like everybody that I've talked to about this, has said that, that they don't get the notifications or anything for my videos. So, I don't know. Thank you. I do work hard, and I'm not even that really worried about the subscriber count, just because, um, I don't even know if I want to get monetized or not. I mean, it would be cool. I just, uh, the idea of turning this into, like a job type of thing, kind of scares me, freaks me out a little bit, just because part of the beautiful thing about doing this channel is that it's something that I can do at my own pace and my own way, and I don't have to worry about deadlines and schedules and somebody else's expectations of me too much. So, the thing I'm afraid of if I ever did become monetized is that would lead me into a thing that's going to induce too much stress, because, that's the problem is, and why I really can't work, is just because I can't be reliable enough for somebody else's schedule. I do really poorly with stress and extra Babadook's extra pressure and shit like that, that comes along with schedules and deadlines. But on the other hand, just the subscribers, it does feel good. When you see that subscriber count go up and everything, and when people comment and react, and I, I see you, little dude. It feels good. That's the reward for me, is, the love that people show and reaching out and everything, and having you guys here, and, reaching out, on my regular videos and stuff. That's what this is all about for me. Well, I mean, it's about more than that. It's not about the money. It's not about money. Yeah, 100. I could use. I'm struggling. As a matter of fact, I had to put off this coming month buying a new lamp for my projector again, just because there's no way that I can budget it out without, like, not getting any boxes or anything for this channel. And I don't want to do that. It's like $150, but I enjoy doing this, and it's the idea of making it a work thing just freaks me out. And the way that I look at it is that I'm still surviving, and surviving comfortably, off of my Social Security retirement and everything. And I'm pretty happy where I'm at. And obviously, considering my limited income and disabilities and everything, I think I'm living pretty well. I'm incredibly blessed, and I've got a lot to show for having nothing, if that makes any sense. Well, I guess because I don't have nothing, I have a lot, but you know where I'm going with that. I'm pretty comfortable, but still, I see people do that all the time, but And now, that's kind of probably how it would end up if I did ever go the monetized route. But with the type of content that I'm making, on the other hand, it's no secret how YouTube feels about weed. That is no big secret. And I'm like, I don't want to change that because, like, if you followed my channel the first, well, I guess like about 3 years, up until not this past July, but the year before, I took great care, because possession of cannabis was still a criminal offense in Virginia. And, I kept getting all these bongs and rigs and shit every month and would use it a little bit. And then I'd pack it up in a box and stick it in the back of the closet. But I would never use it on camera, because I didn't want to get busted and go to jail. And two, I was trying to live the YouTube law abiding thing, or whatever you want to call it. And then when we decriminalized weed last year, that's when I said fuck it. Oh, and by the way, I also did, and I don't know if anybody ever noticed this, but I used to be real careful about how I talked and cuss words and stuff like that on here too. And after they decriminalized weed last year, and I just kind of decided, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And so I started smoking on the channel, and blah 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 blah. Now here we are. But but YouTube is not super friendly about that. And so if I did get monetized, they'd probably just go ahead and demonetize every single video that I make, because I'm sitting here smoking weed, and I don't plan on continuing to do this without smoking weed, because that's an everyday part of my life. And I want this channel and my videos and everything, I don't want to put up something that isn't me, if that makes sense. Or I'm sharing my own self, and smoking weed is an everyday part of my life. So but I don't know. And I've also seen a lot of people that got monetized and started doing this as, like a career type of thing, and just got way the fuck out of control. Like, there's one dude, I'm not even going to mention names or anything like that, just because I don't want to troll, and I don't want to bring the drama, whatever, but this dude was selling unsanitized used mattresses out of storage sheds, and roadside couch. He sold a roadside couch to an old lady in Hampton Roads, and shit like that, and for money, I mean, not to, expose my roots and how I was raised and everything, but in the words of the old Prince song, money don't matter tonight. It sure didn't matter yesterday. And just when you think you got more than enough, you spend it all up, it flies away. But I don't know, because if I did get monetized and then they didn't demonetize me for smoking weed, then, I'm probably enough in my head and set on my own way enough that, it probably wouldn't be a big deal, and it'd be just a bunch of worrying about it for nothing type of thing. But, you know, I don't know. If it happens, it happens. Time will tell. And I'll drink to that. I will drink to that. As a matter of fact, I'll even take another bong hit to that. Because I exist outside of time. This is the TVA right here, baby. TVA. We're all variants here. Cheers to that. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Wee. Ooh. Ah, that is the. Oh. I'll see you later, little dude. He's running around in here like a little madman. He is a little madman, little mad cat. So yeah, I've got some videos in waiting to to be edited, but the only full-length video that I've got to be edited and uploaded is the Babadook video. And I could have done a much better job on that 100-100, but you know, I'm gonna still edit it and put it up. But I've been doing dab sesh videos this past week, like almost every day. So I've probably got about 6 or 7 of those already recorded. But I've been having some like issues with my Persona Studio One software for the music and stuff. So now that I'm trying to, you know, go back into the music and then make those music tracks myself, you know, I've been running into some problems and been having to troubleshoot those problems. So, you know, that's been eating up a lot of my time. As a matter of fact, I spent like a whole day editing one of those videos and then just decided that I didn't like the music at the end of it. And, you know, it was just giving me so many problems. And then the whole shit just got out of sync and I just gave up on it. Yo, Biffy. What's up? What up, my dude? And yeah, so you know, I'm still on that. I'm, you know, gonna get back to that. As a matter of fact, after we do the live stream today, I'm probably gonna shoot yet another dab sesh video, and then I'll probably chill out on those for a little bit, at least until I get all of these ones done and music created and then uploaded and everything. But and I'm also oh, what was the video I was I had an, oh yeah, I've been thinking about oh yeah, because I've been doing, I forgot to mention that too, that I've been doing a bunch of rearranging and work basically on my back area. No, not that back area, you fucking pervs. My studio space in the back. As a matter of fact, I can find my cord here somewhere. Like, I can actually show you the pictures. And you know, if you follow my Instagram or my personal Facebook page, yo, what's up, little dude? He is back. I'm back. Then you probably already saw these pictures, but you know, I can give it a little bit more context anyway. So first, let me find the old one. Well, okay, yeah. All right, bear with me here, because I gotta find the right thing. The right thingy thing. No, none of those are right. Is this right? That's a little bit too... Okay, so that works. So this is what this was my work area after working on it up to last week, and I did some more work to it. We'll come back to here as I scroll through here and pull these up, but I'll show you where I'm at now. If I can find it. It's on here. It's gonna take me a minute, I guess. Okay, here we go. So okay, yeah, so I moved those two monitors and replaced it with this one. But that one, what I had done originally was thank you, man. Whoa, refreshing. So what I had done was I had moved those two monitors out of the way and then moved this big one, the TCL, right there. Then I realized after I broke out the Sanyo TV that's right there now that it was it wouldn't fit on the bracket, the mounting hardware, whatever you call it, to mount it onto the pole. And so then I had to pretty much kill myself. I basically died yesterday moving that shit. But, I basically died putting that TV back up onto that pole right there. And then I broke the Sanyo back out and hooked that up right there. Plus, I moved my sound bar and stuff from there, and the sound bar was hiding behind this screen because the right there behind, well, let's see, the big speaker on your right is, the screen underneath of the big speaker on the right. I had the sound bar hidden behind it because, the TV was right there, but I found it much better to put right there underneath of the TV right at the desk. I'm trying to get more efficient, and I nearly died, but it was worth every bit of it. It was worth every bit of that work, and it's still a work in progress. I've still got a lot more work to do, so things are gonna might be kind of weird on the channel for a little while as I'm trying to get this, but I'm trying to do it a little bit at a time so that it doesn't occupy all of the time, and I can still get stuff done for the channel while I'm doing it, because for most people the total bit of work that I've done back there could have probably been done within a few hours at least. Pretty easily, most healthy people. But because I'm not a healthy people, I have to do it a little bit at a time. And when I say a little bit of a time, like a couple little things, maybe a couple minutes worth of work followed by 20-30 minutes of sitting down and resting. I wear out so fucking easy and quickly. I have to do everything bit by bit, and so I'm taking my time with it, but at least in a way that I can still work between rearranging and moving stuff and setting new stuff up, blah 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 blah. You see where I'm going with that. But there's a more important reason that I put the sound bar right there underneath of that screen, because I've got a project that I'm thinking that I'm thinking, right, exactly. That's what my mom used to always tell me when I was younger, and I get overwhelmed by things in front of me and then end up getting nothing done because I get overwhelmed by everything that needs to be done, right? And she always, Timmy, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. And that is, where I'm going from that, but I regress. But I'm trying to. I'm thinking about doing something completely different. Because if obviously you guys follow the channel, so you know that I'm a big fan of Michael Mann's The Keep, and that movie has never seen an official release even onto DVD. And yeah, exactly. That was the old, was it the KISS rule? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Or if you want to say it another way, keep it stupid, simple. And yeah, that's, gravy advice. That is gravy advice. So, what I want to do is I was looking up how to do, like surround sound in the DaVinci software that I'm doing my videos in. And I found out that while I can't do like Dolby Atmos numbers of channels like 13.1.4 or 11, was it 11.1.4, stuff like that. I can do stuff up to, oh shit, chuck it, fucking duck it, holy fucking fuck it. I could do up to 7.1 channels. I can't do Atmos, but I can do 7.1. I could do Atmos if I had the paid version of DaVinci, but I don't have that. So, anyway, what I'm thinking about doing is making my first ever attempt at remastering the audio from a movie and giving The Keep a 7.1 audio mix. The only thing about that project is going to be that if I do it, there's no guarantee that it's going to turn out great. And also there's it's going to take a lot of work to do, and it's also no guarantee that I'll be able to share it. If I do it, and if I do it, and it turns out well, then I'm gonna try and share it, because if it turns out well, then obviously I'm gonna be super fucking proud of it. But, and I know that I'm not the only person who's a fan of The Keep and been wanting, well, of course we all want, the uncut, the uncut director's cut. But according to Michael Mann, that footage probably doesn't exist anymore. But, but I think a lot of fellow Keep fans like myself, are probably have been waiting a very long time for a DVD or Blu-ray release, maybe remastered, what do you call it? 4K or at least HD or something. But I don't have the, I don't think I've got the knowledge or ability to do that. But, I think I could fix the audio. Yeah, I mean, well, luckily, the theatrical version of The Keep isn't super hard to find. I ordered the, was it called the, I forget what it's called, but it was they called it something edition. I think it was the convention. It was something convention edition, because what it was it was somebody went to a convention and made their own DVD copies of the Keep, and actually included some bonus features and stuff on it too, and basically gave it away at this convention, and somebody had some for sale on eBay, and I bought one. So that's the copy that I have. Well, I have two copies. I have that one, and I also have a digital copy on Amazon. And the first time I watched it was actually streaming on Netflix, but Netflix doesn't have it up anymore. But, I mean, there's, his original version, Michael Mann's original version, I think was around 3 hours long, and the studio cut it down to, I think it was like an hour 35 or somewhere around there. And the way that they cut the footage, is probably the reason why people were so frustrated with it, because the story didn't exactly follow very well. It was a little bit hard to follow the story. There was a lot of stuff that just wasn't really explained about the creature and everything. Plus, there was a lot of people that were just butthurt because they changed the vampire into this other, whatever you want to call that creature, But it was Michael Mann's vision for the Keep, and he might not, he might hate it now, or whatever, and be super bitter about it. But I thought it was beautiful. I thought the Keep was fucking beautiful. But yeah, I'd really love to, if I can dedicate the time to it, I would love to make a 7.1 mix for it. I'd really like to do a Dolby Atmos, but that's why I moved the soundbar, was mainly just so that I can connect my laptop to the soundbar and use that as my audio when I'm editing to help me, figure out the 7.1 channels. Even though my surround system back there doesn't have sides, it has two height speakers, that reflect off of the ceiling, but it's 5.1.2, whereas my soundbar in here is 7.1.4. But I sound like a total nerd sitting on here trying to explain this. 7.1.2.6.798. It's something like that, But, yeah. So, I don't know. I think that the Keep is in the open domain, but I don't know that for sure. And I can't really seem to find a positive answer for that either. There's been I've heard a lot of conflicting information about that. So, I mean, if I do it, I'm not going to sell copies of it. I'm just going to give it away. I will find a server to upload it to and then just post links to it. But I think it would be a fun project. And what else? There was some other stuff I was thinking about going ahead and doing. I've been having like a bunch of different ideas for Stoney Shaman's Corner and stuff, but I haven't really decided exactly which one I want to go to next. Oh, by the way, I am technically making the what's it called, the Babadook video, Stoney Shaman's Corner, just because the topic of that movie really fits that, because it's about dealing with grief and all of that good shit. So I felt it was appropriate to put that under the Stoney Shaman's Corner banner. Hell yeah, I will go check that out, because if I can do it and give it away for free, then that's definitely worth a try. And I know some of the people in my home theater group on Facebook would probably love to see that. Because a lot of the guys there do, know a lot more than me about the encoding side of things when it comes to the receivers and things like that, but don't necessarily have the editing knowledge, or not that I have a super great bank of editing knowledge and ability either, but I've got a little bit more than a lot of the guys in that group, and so I think that or at least I think that more a few people would probably be excited to see it, and I know I would be. I definitely would. I've been getting in a little bit of trouble and on Facebook and different groups and pages and stuff like that, talking about the whole movie theater versus digital release debate, which, by the way, like, why is it even a debate? Both make money. But anyway, just giving my reason why, or one of my many reasons why I don't want to go to a physical theater, just because the audio, and there's a lot that's wrong with the audio on the Keep. There's just scenes that are way too quiet versus scenes that get really loud, and you want some of that for effect, but it gets to the point that you have to turn your system up so loud to hear the dialogue, and then the music plays, or there's a loud sound or something, and it sounds like an earthquake just hit, and I don't mean that in a good way in the theater sense, it's just, there's a lot wrong with the audio that could be corrected, and it's just hi-fi. It's just stereo left and right. There's no surround mixing. And because it's just stereo, not even 5.1, most Atmos capable receivers, soundbar systems, whatever, aren't going to upmix it because it's just a left and a right channel. But, yeah. And, that's why, one of the reasons why I refuse to go to the movie theater right now, even if I could manage to, get there to and from the movie theater whenever I wanted. God damn it, Ad, get off of my phone. Because, I know not all theaters are going to be like this, obviously, but the one theater that we have here is still using 5.1 surround sound. They're still charging $15 a ticket, and to make matters worse, they just drive the pregame. I've used this example over and over and over, but it's fucking true. They drive the pregame like a tour guide at a safari park, and it's just horrible. It's terrible, Yeah. And that's what I say about the, theater exclusive or theater monopoly on new releases or whatever. It's outdated, it's unfair, and ultimately it's doomed anyway, because Digital media isn't going anywhere. They found that the music industry found that out the hard way 20 years ago. And, it's a little bit different with the movie stuff just because they're not really fighting the digital market, but there's a lot of people in the industry that are fighting the notion of releasing new movies onto streaming instead of just doing them at the theater. And it's true that doing that means less people will go to the theater and the theaters might make a little bit less money. But there's other industries that can't make money on these movies because they're just basically blackballed. And that's not even my biggest argument. My biggest argument is more of a human rights thing, because there's a lot of people like me that can't get to and from the theater, or people that live 100 miles from the closest theater, and or people that just don't want to go to the theater, that we might not like people that much, or just that we don't really want to be around people. Because that's my thing. When I say that I don't like people, that's not really fair, because I like people. It's just that I don't necessarily want to be around people, if that makes sense. But I do. I got a lot of love in my heart. It's just that I don't want to be around a whole bunch of people, Plus, in the theater, of course, you can't pause when you gotta pee, and you can't light up a blunt during the movie. There's just give us our home streaming and make that money. It's plus the way that they did the few movies that they have done like that. They charged, what was Black Widow was $30 for a fucking streaming rental. $30. But people are paying it if they want to see the movie. So, just make that movie. Just make that movie. Make that money. Make that movie money, baby. Yeah, right? That's one of my biggest... like I see all these concerts and festivals and stuff that I want to go to. As a matter of fact, I had the opportunity yesterday to go to the National Cannabis Festival in D.C., but I skipped out on it mainly just because I wouldn't have had time to get a shower or really do any preparing. I didn't have any money, and then it was, like 92 degrees yesterday, and there was going to be a lot of fucking people there, and was like, I miss going and seeing live music and all of that shit. And, a cannabis festival sounds amazing, but then you still have to deal with being in the middle of a sea of people. And, sometimes people are gross, too, in a lot of different ways. And especially when it's 92 degrees outside and, people got their underarms up like this, waving their hands in the air, and then, I'd almost rather get the COVID. Like, give me the Ro-Ro. I can't take them armpits, baby. Knock on wood, because I don't want the Ro-Ro. I don't want the Ro-Ro. No. Mr. P, though. Ha! Nice thigh. Guy. Ha! Oh, whatever Marilyn Mason said. But yeah, so I don't really know what I'm gonna be filming. I feel like after any of that, You know, I mean, we'll be filming something. You know, and I will have. I did figure out my budget for this coming month, and we're gonna have to since you know, I figure I'll be getting the damn it, get down here. Um, you know, I figure I'll be getting the normal stuff because I just can't get the lamp yet. So yeah, right. And people so and people don't even want to cover their ugly faces. You know, wear that mask, baby. You is ugly. No, not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. God, but you know, but do wear your mask. You know, do wear your mask and don't be gross. But yeah, so um, you know, I'm planning on doing the a flower box from flat from flat ass glass, something like that. Baba fucking Duke, baby, Bobby fucking Duke. I'm planning on doing a $50 flower box from fat ass glass this coming month, and of course, I'm gonna do the Daily Dabbers Club again, and then I'll probably do a $50 box from Don't Eat the Gum and the Pikes Peak from Elevated Stash, because I love our Elevated Stash. I love our Elevated Stash, baby. Right? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I say this, understand that I've also been getting the vaccine for the past few years, but I haven't gotten a pneumonia since was it been, I think, 2018 or maybe it was 2019. But with my history up until that, I had gotten at least one pneumonia every single year of my life except for my infant year. But when I was an infant, I had a severe case of asthmatic bronchitis. So, you know, pick your poison or whatever. But, you know, these past few years, I haven't had any more pneumonias. So, you know, there's probably, you know, it's probably partly the pneumonia vaccine that I've been getting. And, you know, I think that isolating myself and masking up when I go out, all of that shit is helping a bunch in that. And, you know, that's good because the pneumonia that I had in 2017, you know, like, I don't know, you know, not to get all emotion or whatever, you know, give me an emotion or whatever Steve Harvey said. But, you know, I don't know how close I was to death in 2017. But I probably wasn't that far. You know, my fever was like 103, 104, something like that. My oxygen was when I got to the doctor's office anyway was 83%, and you know, they kept me for a week in the hospital and didn't really even want to let me go just because, you know, my oxygen wasn't doing much better. And, you know, I the whole time I was in the hospital, I stayed hooked up on that oxygen machine. And, you know, my oxygen has not been the same ever since. I haven't gotten above 95% blood oxygen once since then. But, you know, another wave in another ocean, you know. But, well, actually, I guess not. That does relate. Whatever. But, you know, with blood oxygen, you know, when you start to get too low, it's easy for it to just, what do you call it, snowfall, or, you know, just spiral the fuck out of control and drop down to 25, 26% in like nothing. And, if it drops that low. But yeah, so, no, not fun at all. When I was 12 years old, I had double pneumonia, walking pneumonia, bronchitis, and mono. All at the same time. I was in bed for, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. I missed like 3/4 of my Little League baseball season. And, they didn't even want to let me come back to the team either. The coach actually snapped at me one day once I did come back for, basically busting my ass trying to get to second base because he said, you need to take it easy. Take it the fuck easy, little dude. Not in so many words, but, yeah, I was, my mom and my girlfriend back at that time, which was actually technically my first serious girlfriend, but I seem to remember them like actually sitting out on the porch crying, and I was like, what are they out there crying about? But I don't know, because I was in and out, and I would watch the sports news network and see the baseball flying into the outfield and could feel my head flying with the baseball through the air, and I don't mean that in a fun Stoney way either. It was insane, but everything was bits and pieces as far as my consciousness goes, because I was in and out of consciousness constantly, and but so for me not having a single pneumonia for the past few years, that's a big deal. That is a very big deal. If if wearing masks and washing my hands and getting a vaccine is going to help me not get pneumonia and be sick, then give me all the masks. Give me all the masks and vaccines you got, baby. Give them to me. I'm not scared to die. I don't want to die, mainly because I don't want people to have to suffer the grief when I do go. But, I don't want to be sick, because being sick fucking sucks. And, I know I've been sick my whole life, baby. So give me all the masks and vaccines you got, baby. Give them all to me. Hold on. I'm afraid that what you heard me say was give me lots of masks and vaccines. What I said, give me all the masks and vaccines you got. Yeah, most people's complaints that I've heard about masks just hold no weight at all. People think that masks don't work. Masks do work. It's just that you wearing a cloth mask doesn't protect you from other people. It protects other people from you. And other people wearing masks protects you from them. The science is extremely simple. The COVID-19 carries through the water droplets that you expel. And if you're wearing a cloth mask, it greatly reduces the number of water droplets you expel and traps them in the mask. Simple. Simple solution. But, whoa, get back here. Refresh. So refreshing. Yeah, and there's a lot of, long-term problems that have been popping up from people. And I don't know why they're not selling this when they're talking about the vaccines and importance of masking up and all of that shit. Is that one of the long-term effects that they've observed from getting COVID is erectile dysfunction. Sell that shit. You know, that's the thing you should be emphasizing, because if you emphasize the fact that long-term risk of catching COVID could be erectile dysfunction, you'd see 100 dudes lined up in an instant to get that shot, baby. You know? Yeah, right? And yeah, it really is. I was, you know, I mean, I wasn't super scared about it, just because, you know, I knew that I was barely leaving the apartment. So I wasn't really at much risk. And my dad was worried sick, you know, just because, well, I guess that's the wrong word to use because of what we're talking about. But my dad was really worried because obviously he knows my history of pneumonia problems and, you know, just me always being sick and everything. So, you know, he was super worried. And if I had have caught COVID, you know, or let's say, even though I'm vaccinated now, you know, let's say I did catch it and I got, and I got the worst of it, then, you know, that's probably game over for me. Again, you know, I mean, I'm not scared as far as, you know, fatality goes or whatever, just because, you know, I'm at peace. And, you know, I know that I'm always going to survive until I don't. And that's my peace of mind, you know. But, again, you know, I do worry about other people in my life struggling when I do expire. You know, as we touched on in the Stoney Shaman's Corner video about love, you know, just that that fourth corner of grief, you know, when we're talking about love, baby, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. That's a hard corner to cross, baby. And on that note, here's to living. Cheers. Baby, this bong is so smooth. Ooh. Hey, who are you? He's like, don't you blow on me, asshole. Cheers, man. Cheers. And, you know, that's actually another topic that I've thought about, you know, covering with the Stoney Shaman's Corner. But I don't know either, though, because I could do, you know, I could do a super long, in-depth video about my history with pneumonia and just general sickness. But this is going to sound, maybe a little bit weird or dark or whatever, but I kind of feel like, what's the point? You know, because I could rehash all of that stuff, but you know, what really is the lesson from that? Because that's just really kind of one of those things. It's just, it is what it is. You know, one of those, you know, playing with the cards that you dealt kind of things. So I don't really feel like there's anything I can teach from that. And I'm not exactly the best example of taking good care of oneself. But you know, I could do it. But I think that you know, I'll probably go ahead and cover more of the other stuff on the list before I even really consider doing that. And I want to, well, tomorrow is cleaning, so I'm really not going to get much of anything done production-wise, but I'm hoping that I can get a little bit more work done in the back tomorrow. Again, you know, it'll be a very little bit, because piece by piece, baby. Piece by piece. Stone cold! Stone cold! But, you know, so yeah, but what I'm planning on doing is getting up Tuesday and going ahead and editing the Babadook video. And then Wednesday, just get up super early and maybe go ahead and film another dab sesh video, just because I'm going to take a dab anyway. So, you know, why not film it and just add one more to the to the catalog that I got waiting to be edited. But thanks for turning around on me, little dude. Way to turn it around. I mean, that's right. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, so I'll probably Wednesday, what I'm hoping to do is just wake up, take the dab, and then I can go ahead and re-up my subscription to the PreSonus 1.5, and then just start fucking around with some music. And, you know, see what happens. As a wise man once said, you know, and just see what happens. I hear you. So other than, you know, maybe shooting a few more of those little short dab sesh videos, this whole week is probably going to be making music and editing. Other than the Babadook video, of course. But, you know, we'll just see how it goes, as they say. And I hope it turns out good, because, you know, I really miss making music. 100, you know, I haven't actually sat down and really made music. You know, I mean, I've picked up the guitar and jammed a few times, but I haven't really sat down and made music in several years now. And I miss it. You know, I do. I miss making music. I was a musician one time. He's like, I want to hear that. You know, he likes my singing for some reason. Yeah. Don't you meow meow about me. Meow meow about me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, little dude. Oh shit. I just killed Freddy Krueger's whole house. I just killed Freddy Krueger's old house. Now can I get to stay again? There we go. I'm a dummy. Ah. But yeah, so I guess I hope you guys are ready for some original music. Results may vary and shit. Results may vary. for sure. And if not, if it doesn't work out, then maybe I'll just pull up some more of those like little royalty free tracks from YouTube's music section, and we'll see. Greetings, excuse me. Greetings, my dude. Welcome aboard. And thanks for stopping by, baby. Glad to have you here. And I will smoke to you, I will smoke to that, because it's always great to have new people pop up. Cheers. I'm going to relight that. Oh, baby, I love your gravy. I mean. Thanks. That wasn't a very satisfying hit, so I'm gonna do that again. Uh, that's the thing about making music, sitting down in front of the DAW and padding shit out, looping shit up. It's real easy to lose yourself and just kind of like when you buy that brand new video game and take it home and you start playing and then you check your watch, all of a sudden 3 days have gone by. Making music is a little bit like that sometimes. So I'm trying to find simpler ways to, speed up that process. I'm looking for some shortcuts. Oh, that was a little bit more satisfactory, baby. I demand satisfaction, gravy. Thank you, baby. That's a delayed reaction, but you're right. Meow, meow, meow. That spells pee. Oh, you're not going to give me that limited time? I get it. A limited time only. Chin rubs available for a limited time only, baby. It's all gravy, little baby. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, little dude. But yeah, I've done that before, with the music, and I think I've talked about this last week too. Damn, man, my phone is going the fuck off today. But I was producing my friend Keith's album. Well, he was called K Spell. I forget what we called the album. But anyway, I'd I'd start working on one track, editing and sculpting and adding in little things and shit, and just doing that, I'd end up spending a couple days on a single track. And that was having music already provided. I didn't make any of the music, I don't think, on that whole album. But, I still got lost. And I still lost track of everything while I was producing that album. It's just, you get your head in that space and you just zone out on it, Alright, my dudes. But there's something satisfying, extremely satisfying though, about putting that much work into a track and then listening to it back, and if you felt like you did a good job on it. It's satisfying. On the flip side of that coin, though, is also like what happened earlier this week, where I spent the whole day working on that track, and I ended up scrapping the whole thing. Somehow the tempo map was way the fuck off, and so the drums weren't aligning properly, and just ended up scrapping the whole fucking thing. But hopefully, once I re-up my sub to Studio One and all of that, I won't have those problems, at least. Like I said, I've been out of the game for a few years, and so I got some, what do you call it, staff rust. Like, in wrestling, and you ain't been wrestling for a while, and they say you got ring rust, I guess in music that'd be called staff rust or something. I don't know. But I do miss making music. I was born for music. Hi, I see the way you looking over there. Like, are you gonna give me some bonus stuff today, maybe? And I might, but it'll be later on. But thank you, man. And yeah, you're totally right. I mean, I think that's true with anything like that. I'm sure that my painter friends and screenwriters and everybody would probably agree with that same exact notion. It's just that you're so passionate about, you feel it from inside, and so it's easy to get lost in your passion. Or whatever that sex therapist taught me. It was something to that effect. But yeah, that would definitely be cool to, just be able to say, and I did the music myself too, because I always kind of feel like I'm cheating when I use those royalty-free tracks, I mean, to be fair, I'm cheating right now with these backgrounds because, I snatched up all of these backgrounds from YouTube. I did not make any of these backgrounds. But, that's something that I don't really, I don't have the ability to go out and film a bunch of landscapes or, CGI, whatever, a bunch of stuff to put up in the background. I'll see you later, little jerk. But, so that's an acceptable cheating from my own perspective. But when it comes to the music, I really feel like I'm really cheating using those royalty-free tracks just because I'm not that great at making music. I'm not that great at the editing thing and the producing thing, but, I feel it. I feel it burning deep inside of my mind and my heart and my loins. Oh, noise. Or whatever. But, yeah, so, where was I going? Was I going to get some cigarettes? By the way, you like my Glen hat? It's a hat on a hat. Oh, Jack. Later on, Pat. But, yeah, it's so easy to get lost in your art. but art is art, you know, and art is fucking beautiful in any form, whether it's a sketch, a painting, a song, or writing, or, you know, glass, you know, welding, whatever. Art is art, baby. Art is arts, and art is gravy. Yeah, right? That hat on hat accent is hot shucky ducky. That's why I'm always wearing a hat, because, you know, I think hats are sexy. I am passionate about hats. Ignite my passion, hat. Oh, whatever Steve Miller said. But, oh, that's why I got totally sidetracked, sorry. But I was born a musician. My mama knew that, and, you know, she always told me that like, there's I've got it somewhere. I'm not going to look for it, but I've got a picture. I think I've put it up in my videos here before, but there's a picture of me still in diapers, sitting down at the piano and plucking out keys, trying to make a melody, you know, and everything. And I actually remember that. I remember sitting at that piano and trying to, you know, make a little melody and stuff. And my mom always said, you know, that she knew I would be a musician from that point, because, you know, all the other kids sit down at the piano and just bang, 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 and I'm sitting here like making music. And then there was another time I was in the bed with her, and we were woken up by the train, and I nudged her on the thing and asked her what that beautiful music was. You know, but I tried to write my first song. Actually, one of the first hallucinations that I remember having ended up being my first attempt at writing a song. Was I don't know, I was maybe 6 or 7 at the time, but I closed my eyes and I heard David Lee Roth. David, I don't know why, David Lee Roth, you know, but he was singing Aludabanga, Aludabanga, and I have no idea what the fuck Aludabanga is, but, you know, I remembered that shit, and I tried to turn that into a song. I had a whole bunch of my neighborhood friends and shit all in the backyard, and like called mom and dad out onto the back porch and was like, hey, check it out, we wrote a song, we're gonna play it for you. And oh shit, I probably damaged everybody's ears that was there, but, you know, I was a little dude trying to make music, and I got my first cassette recorder player thing, and as a matter of fact, I've got it. Well, I don't have the exact one. Give me a minute. You know what? Give me just a second here, because this is gonna take a second, but this is something worth showing. Oh shit. I am knocking stuff over back here. Oh, I killed Freddy's house again. Oh man, that is super fucked up, man. I just killed the whole damn house. But, you know, as you can see over here. Oh, I forgot, I moved this thing over. But as you can see, the house is okay. The house is okay. There's a Freddy house over yonder, baby. Sometimes that's where my peace stays. Well, I ain't seen home or been home to see my pea in about 99 and 420 days. Or whatever Eric Clapton said. But yeah. Oh shit, I'll zoom out a little boot. Let's zoom out a little boot. Let's zoom out a little boot. That was my first cassette player recorder. And this was a gift on my 7th birthday from my granddad, Poppy. And not this exact one. It was the same exact model, but this actual one right here I bought at a flea market a few years back, just for the nostalgia of it. But I paid like $5 for it, you know. So that was gravy to me. But at any rate, you know, so he bought that thing for me and gave it to me on my 7th birthday, and I took that thing everywhere. I would walk around the little block just like telling stupid stories. Thanks, my dude. You know, I was like telling my stupid little stories and stuff into the thing, like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall, smoked a great bong, and took a fall, and then he broke his balls. Or he lost his balls on the shag carpet the way that I did. And, you know, that's probably not one of the stories I told, but, you know, that began my lifelong thing of working with audio and music. And he saw how much I used it. And the next year, on my 8th birthday, he bought me a one of those dual cassette tape boom. Not really a boom box. It was really just a cheap little one. I mean, technically, I guess it was a boom box, but you know, it was, I think, an Emerson or something like that. But it had the ability to simultaneously record from the other deck while also using the microphone. So you wouldn't just be recording what's playing from the other deck being picked up through the speakers by the microphone. It would still dub the tape but use the microphone at the same time. And oh baby, that changed everything. That changed everything. That's when I started learning to do like little remixes and stuff. I would take those cassette singles that we used to get, and that would have like extended editions and remixes and stuff, and you know, I'd just count the bars, and I would record up to the 4th measure and just 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, and then take the tape while the recording deck is still paused to another place and start it at the first downbeat. So it'd be unpause, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. Take it to another point. And, you know, so I started learning to do remixes like that, and I could sort of do a programmed version of beat juggling, you know, on turntables, where you just basically you loop up a beat with one record and then get the other side to that same spot and, you know, just cross over, take it back, cross over, take it back, cross over, you know. So I started learning to do that with cassette and recording. And so, you know, I could make these extended instrumentals for a song that I didn't have an instrumental to. And then I could go back and record my own shit on top of that. And then I could record stuff through the microphone and then dub it onto the recording deck while at the same time recording another track through the microphone. So, you know, basically doing overdubbing, you know, what we call overdubbing. And, you know, so that was my introduction into multi-tracking and overdubbing and remixing and all of that shit. And, you know, that totally changed everything for me up to, my early teenage years when I started learning to DJ and got my first gig at a little dry teen club, whatever you want to call it, in Verona. And, I went there for like one night and they gave me like $5 and free drinks. But, I had fun doing it. And, my teenage years, things got really weird because being a teenager is weird. When you hit those teenage years, everything changes, right? And so, I hit the teenage years, and that's when, I don't know, I was like maybe 14 or 15 when I got my first guitar. And, again, started changing everything. And so up until maybe, I don't know, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago, I got bed bugs at the apartment. Well, I guess it would have been 2016 because, I had gotten bed bugs at my old apartment and started having to pack up all kinds of gear and guitars, and I had to take my guitars out to a storage shed because if they treated them with the heat, it would melt all the glue and, all of that shit. And so I basically cooked them inside of a storage shed. Strange, but it worked. Anyway, so I started getting out of the music, and then later, that was into 2017, I got rid of my first case of bed bugs, and then that's when I got that pneumonia. And, I really hadn't got back into the music since that event. And then later in 2017 was when I finally started doing the YouTube thing. Bobby Duke thing. Bobby Duke. So, I regress back into my teenage years and shit, I miss doing the music thing. It's I've only been out of the music thing for literally a few years. But it feels like it's been a lifetime. As a matter of fact, I was sitting down actually playing my guitar for a little bit. I was playing my Strat, and I think that my calluses are gone. I think that my fucking calluses are gone. I built my calluses when I was like 14 or 15, whenever I got that piece of shit first guitar that I had, Like, and I've been out of music for like literally a few years, and I think my calluses are pretty much gone. Like, fuck, baby, fuck. I've never been so unhappy to heal. But, it kind of makes sense now that I'm doing more video again to, if I'm going to start doing music again, to incorporate the two. I felt like with the music there toward the end, I started making it way too hard on myself because I kept falling into the trap of thinking that, okay, I want to do specifically this. I want to take this song and make this a song, and I want to do this, I want to do that, instead of just sitting down and letting something come out. Kind of like the way I do those little abstract sketches. Just don't have, I think that's where the inspiration works the best sometimes, is just sitting down without anything planned and just let it flow. So, I fucked it up for myself by trying to, pre-plan everything. And sometimes those plans just don't work. They just don't work out. So it seems like a natural way to pull that back to, just shoot a dab sesh video, edit it down, and then bring it into Presonus, the Studio One software, and make some music over top of it. Just no idea what the fuck I'm gonna add to it, but just add it. We'll just flow it, baby. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Ow! I'm sorry, was that too loud, my dudes? Was that too loud? Mr. P, where you be? You I do not see. Maybe it's time for some bonus treats. Should we give Mr. P some bonus treats? I don't know. I gave him a nice little pile, man. Yeah, thank you. And, that's how I feel about it. Just sometimes the hardest thing to do is to just start. The same with writing. When you sit down, there's that classic stereotype of a writer who's blocked, they're just sitting down at the, well, back in the day, a typewriter, but now a laptop or whatever, or even a phone, but, that little thing just blinking, like, waiting for you to start typing, but yeah, sometimes the hardest thing to do is just start. And then once you start, that leads to something else that can lead to something else that can lead to something else. Although, I guess when you're writing works a little bit different, just because, you've got an idea, generally, you're going to always have an idea of where you want to go with a story. But I don't know. I guess that not necessarily either. No rules, because, art, no rules. But I remember back in the day, though, playing with bands and stuff, and, actually going out and playing music, and I had some weird fucking songs, baby, but there was some fun songs, like the Hate Funk Love. I think that's the one that everybody that was around there back then remembers about those tribal groove songs, was that one line in Hate Funk Love was, I look like Shaggy and my donkey look like Scooby-Doo, but we never solve no mysteries through, 'cause I'm that stupid burnout dude. We didn't get to play out a whole lot, ended up being mostly sometimes a basement band, at times a garage band, and then other times a loft or attic band. But we never really, got to play out. I think we played out like one party or something, but definitely wasn't no stranger to having a party at practice. But that was, working with other musicians was, a super lot of fun. Actually playing in a band, where, you can just feed off of each other's energy. And, I know I've seen a lot of people forming bands that, make that similar mistake in, having something too focused on, pre-planned, to, like, we need to sound like this, and sometimes, you bring what you bring to the table, and then let the other players bring what they bring to the table, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry, because I am a terrible communicator, but, In the words of a wise, wise man, when the banjorin starts playing different tunes, I see you on the dark side of the moon. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, and I mentioned something about bonus treats and then forgot. Oh, boot it. Yo, little dude. Yo, little dude, you want some bonus treats? Oh shit, he might be in the closet if he don't hear that. Well, I apologize, because apparently he don't want treats. Go figure. Mr. P's not gonna come out for treats. That's not too neat. But, yeah, that's... let's see, what do we got? Yeah. I got a few more. So, yeah, I'm probably going to do that Wednesday. And, because Wednesday is close enough to payday that I can just go ahead and pay to re-up my subscription to Studio One. Because, like, I've got Studio One 4 now because, like, that software I had just bought outright. But Studio One 5 I had on a, what do you call it, a subscription thing. So when I stopped playing music, my subscription expired. But Studio One 4 doesn't support my Atom SQ MIDI controller. So, you know, I need to re-up to Studio One 5 to, you know, use that. But that should make everything a lot easier because, you know, I got my drum pads, keyboard, and sequencer, and access to my instruments and settings and all of that shit right from one controller. You know, just right there on the desk. That should speed up things, theoretically, of course. You know, but it might be one of those things where, you know, it looks good on paper, but, you know, you don't know where that paper has been, Steve. God! I'm sorry, babies, that I am crazy. But let's take another one, because, you know, we can. And, oh, by the way, since... Thank you, my dude. Have a good one, and break on through to the other side. Break on through, baby. Break on through. Break on through. I'm sorry, I'm no Jim Morrison. Cheers. So, let me hold it from the bottom so you can, you know, watch this beautiful, dirty girl get filled up. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it until it came out. I am sorry, baby. I am sorry. So sorry. Whew. Baby, that is so smooth. Ooh, cherry cheers in my ears. Have no fear. And I mean that sincere. I take a fucking bong hit and I just go light up another cigarette. It doesn't even have to be a bong hit. I'll take my last hit off of a cigarette and then just go light up another cigarette. But, oh shit. Yeah, we already looked at that comment. I was just trying to scroll, baby. I was just trying to scroll, you know? Ah, maybe. I'll get some more. But, alright, let's try that one more time with the little dude. Yo. Yo, little dude, do you not want these fishy treats? Alright, let me break here for just a second, Arundo, and I am gonna go pop my head in there real quick, cause yeah. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Yo, little Pat, where you at? Yo, did you want them bonus treats? Yo, didn't you want them bonus treats, little beast? Yo, do you hear these? We got bonus treats. They're fishy treats. Come on, little dudes. Little P, come on, dude. That one sounded dirty too. Fuck. Apparently, everything I say comes out dirty. Well, I think he's buried up in the closet somewhere. Maybe he heard something outside that I didn't hear, like a couple raindrops or something, because he hears, even worse, sees those raindrops, or hears that thunder, baby, he is gone. Like, zoop, I am out of here. For that, I have some fear, you know. And he's being sincere. Though, if he's not coming out, then that means he's scared. He's scared. But he'll come back out eventually, but I'm sorry, because, you know, you probably won't be around. Or I'll be offline. I will be offline and not be work. I will be not work, you know, because once I get off of here in a few and do that little dab too, then, you know, here comes my little dude. And I will not be operate able. I will not be operate able. Hello, Gable. Dad got your back and Dad's got your belly, Deedle deedle. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody is back in the hoose, but he's not up on his shoe. But he will be once we put these treats up on that. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to give you the last of these little fishy treats. There you go, little dudes. Yo, welcome to the show, little dude. Yeah, pull it up. I'm pulling up. Where's his thing? Oh shit, I hit the wrong fucking thing, man. I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. But it always cracks me up. He's like, pull them to me. You know, most cats will just stand there, bend down, and eat them right off the thing. He's like, you coming over here. Have you noticed in my thumbnails, like I think it's been like my last 10 videos or something now, there's always one of him like reaching down to grab something. Oh, that's another video that I'm probably gonna do fairly soon. It'll probably end up being into next month, but um, I definitely want to do that thumbnail video just because art, you know, and that's one form of visual art that I can pull off, you know. At least I think I do fairly good at the thumbnails, and you know, and I definitely don't mind making another one because I always feel good at myself, you know, good about myself when I see the thumbnail afterwards, you know. As a matter of fact, I've got on my thing, let me pull up the pictures again to actually show you, but I've got a thumbnail, or I've got my collection of thumbnails as my screen backdrops. Oh shit, where the fuck am I, little dude? Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, get over here, cord. Oh shit. Yo, I am so fucking clumsy. Oh, fuck, man. I just lost myself. That was not cool. Knocked over a couple bongs, but that's alright. They were empty and they didn't fall far. But yeah, so I've only got the, I had like 3 or 4 screens coming off of that one laptop, but now I've only got 2 at most of the time, and sometimes on the sometimes on that big one too, depending on if I disconnected my Oculus or not. But you know, I keep my thumbnails as like a slideshow on there just because. Oh. I think I did a pretty good job. You know, I think I do a pretty good job. If I can toot my own horns, you know, or whatever you call it. I can toot, toot, toot. Not that kind of toot, little group. Mute. You my little dude. But yeah, the fuck, man, what else was I gonna shoot? I had something else lined up soon that I was thinking about shooting, and now I can't fucking remember what it was. Oh, I might try to get one extra 420 box. Not this coming month, but next month, because it's Halloween. You know, it's October, baby, and I can't really afford to get extra boxes or anything. But you know, I might try to find $30 or something to get, you know, like the Daily High Club box or something for October, just because Octobers are usually a great month for those boxes. What was the like, I can't remember which was the Daily High Club piece from. Oh yeah, I think it was the Magic Poison little bong from Daily High Club this last year. So you know, I'd be interested to see what they're gonna do for this year. I might, you know, I mean, I might try Hippie Butler again, but I don't know. I really felt let down by Hippie Butler those last few months I got. 100, 100. I loved my time with Hippie Butler. up until those last few months. Just like, those 3 or 4 ceramic pieces in a row that just they looked really cool, but as a matter of fact, not to, keep crying over the spilled milk or whatever, but that month that the Daily High Club brought out it was the pineapple bong or pipe, because it was dry, but it was just like this, except it was shaped like a pineapple. Fucking ceramic bullshit that, is a horrible, this thing is a horrible smoke experience, and the pineapple piece was just like that. Just, shaped like a pineapple. And then Elevated Stash, the very next month, dropped this. That's how it's fucking done. That is how it's done, baby. That is how it's done. This shit smokes as beautifully as it looks. And, I haven't, to be fair, I haven't tried smoking flour out of this. This is a dab rig. But, for me. But, of course, like pretty much any rig, you can use it for whatever you like. I just, I keep my flour rigs and my dab rigs separate. But it's an amazing rig. It really fucking is, man. And it looks cool as shit. It hits great and it looks fucking cool. And I'm going to be really, really interested to see. I think it was, Elevated Stash last year that did the little pumpkin bong with the little LED inside of it. Man, that shit was awesome. Granted, it was silicone except for the glass in the middle and the glass down stem and bowl slide. But, that LED was just... That was, that was the hot fudge on the sundae. That was the hot fudge on the sundae, for real. And I've got that. Do I have it back here? I guess I got that one in the kitchen still. But, I've still got that, obviously. But the, hey, welcome aboard, Fiend. Welcome to the cult of Wyndham. Indendum, As long as it's not a panty raid, because, you might regret that. But yeah, so, God damn it, where was I? Yeah, what are you breathing about? What are you breathing about over there? I hear you, little dude. But he's got some like little string of something hanging off his face. What's that string on your face, little dude? Oh, stringy face. Yeah. Here, I'm sorry, hold on. Let me help you with this, little dude. There you go. There you go, little dude. Me 3. Me 3. Yeah, I was, that was actually, now that, now I'm thinking about Bray Wyatt and shit, that was another video that, I thought about making, and, I don't know, because it's very drama-ish. Is Why I've gone from a partial boycott of the WWE to a full boycott of the WWE. Totally out of the random whatever's babies. But I thought about doing that video, but that's gonna be that's a little bit more drama than I really want to do, but I don't know, let me know what you think about that, because if you guys want me to do that video, I'll do it, but I don't know, because I want to keep the channel fun, and the Stoney Shaman's Corner stuff will be the Stoney Shaman's Corner stuff, but I want to keep the channel fun and not get too preachy or whatever. But I will just say, fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck him right up his well-kissed ass. But well, I guess I can break out the list again, and we'll I haven't really added anything new to the list, I don't think, recently, but I've still got some stuff on this list, obviously, so I think it'd be at least worth going through. Oh shit, I disappeared! Yo, Mr. P, grab me a root beer. Oh, I got a root beer right here. I got a vanilla root beer right here. Oh dear. Alright, where is my fucking lists, bitch? Yo, where is my list? Lists and notes. Oh, that would be it, baby. Video ideas. So, alright. There we go. So, yeah, obviously the magic butter machine video would not be an option right now, just because I don't got nearly enough to make a thing of butter. But oh, I already did the follow-up to... Actually, though, I'm going to leave that on there because that's something else I completely forgot. I've been thinking about doing an addendum. Call it a Cleaning Bangers 2.2 video, or 2.1, whatever, part 2, something like that, whatever you do, just because I left out some important information in that video, like the difference between heating your glass and heating your banger, because your banger is made of quartz and your rig is made of glass, and glass will not withstand that much heat for several minutes the way that the quartz will. So I feel like I really need to addend that, just because safety, safety control or whatever. And I might go ahead and do the Stoney Panther Bong Mask Match 3 video too, because I do have enough flour to do that. And I will whoop T'Challa's ass up in this hoose. I will whoop T'Challa's ass. Well, probably not, Well, I might win, but I'm going to get my ass kicked in the process. It'll be gravy, baby. It'll be gravy. And, oh yeah, I was thinking about doing a Stoney Shaman's Corner video about the theater at home thing, because, I do feel like that's a fairness thing. holding new releases to theater only releases is unfair to the disabled. It is unfair to the, what do you call it, locale restricted or whatever. You know, people that live too far away from movie theaters, and it's not very inclusive, you know. So, yeah, you know, I do have, I think, something important to teach and say about that. And we talked about making the thumbnail video. I'm still thinking about that too, the why I do YouTube, just because my motivations are different than a lot of a lot of other YouTubers, and you know, so I thought that'd be, you know, just something worth talking about. Oh, and the Cable versus Strife video, aka the condensed Stoney Executioner song. Well, it'll be very loosely, limitedly, whatever, based on the Executioner song series from the X-Men comics back in the 90s. And cancel culture, I definitely still think I want to do that video. And we already did the Babadook video. That's just waiting to be edited. And the Mama video would be about my a cat gremlin. And the oh yeah, I've been meaning to do that, In Search of Friend, which was the, you know, the story about me getting stranded in Stoney Creek Resort. Which, long story short, well, not really, but you know, I got stranded and ended up having to walk about 13 miles, and it was a really weird, story-worthy experience. You know, like I said, I got some stories to tell. My hallucination management video, I definitely think that I should do both of these. The hallucination management system that I've used throughout the years to sort of keep my PTSD and psychosis in a manageable fashion. You know, there's a lot to it, but you know, it's a system that works. But you know, I won't get on rant about that too bad. But and then, you know, just living with a brain injury, or in my case, living with a childhood brain injury that basically becomes a developmental disability. You know, and because talking about the experience of somebody, well, even just even if you limited that to somebody living with a brain injury, as in a pediatric brain injury, you know, the experience is going to differ from person to person, obviously, but you know, yeah. So those are the that's what's currently on my idea list. So if there's anything there, you know, specific that you want to see, you know, let me know. Oh baby, let me know. Oh, get off of my screen, WandaVision. You do not belong on my screen. You was fake the whole time. Spoiler alert. It was just her imagination. Just her imagination. See, Mr. P is fucking rude. Gonna get his treats and then doop oop. But yeah. So, you know, but as we were talking about earlier, one thing at a time. So this week, I'm going to try to focus on these edits because I've already got, I think, like 6 or 7 of these short little dab sesh videos. And, you know, I'm anxious to try that formula out. And the Babadook video, too. But the, yeah. And I hope the music stuff works out, too. And Of course, don't forget, like I talked about earlier, I'm thinking about doing the audio remaster for the Michael Mann's The Keep, too. Just because I kind of want to, you know. Uh, that's something, you know, I've always wanted to try that. Make a 5.1, or in this case a 7.1 mix of a surround sound mix of a movie that was mastered in stereo or even mono. Mono would be a lot trickier, but you know, it would be time consuming and what do you call it, tedious. But I think it'd be fairly straightforward to clip out and copy little bits and pieces of the audio to carry over to other tracks to, you know, make it go through, you know, the different speakers discreetly. If you understand home theater speak, you know, keep it discreet, you know. Keep them channels in the chute, you know, discreetly. But yeah, so, you know, I don't think it would really be that difficult to carry, let's say, a bang or something, you know, and then to put it either through the side speakers or the rear speakers just to intensify a jump scare or, you know, whatever, you know. Do the same thing with musical numbers and shit, you know, to play it through and everything. It's just that, you know, I think I've got the idea of how to do that. The trickier thing is going to be to level audio in different places of the movie so that places where the dialogue is just way too quiet, you know, give it a little bit of boost, but then still trim down a little bit to the louder noises. So, you know, it'd be a whole bunch of splits and clips going through, but watching the movie through, you wouldn't notice. So, it's just, you know, would be a very long and tedious process. I'm sorry, I don't mean to bore you with my editing and my editing speak and all of that, you know. At heart, I am, you know, not just a music geek. I am an AV geek, you know. I'm a gearhead. I eat that shit for breakfast. As a matter of fact, I've got a pretty eclectic selection of reading material in my my laboratory, or whatever, you know, that place where you take your mandatories, you know, that place. I've got a fairly eclectic selection of reading material in there, but 75% of it is probably music gear, or, well, AV gear catalogs, you know. Gear catalogs in general, because I've got B&H photo catalogs, I've got Sweetwater catalogs, I've got musician friend catalogs, you know. But I also have books of titties, and I've got books with weed, and I've got books on movies, and, you know. Yeah. I got 99 pieces of gear and a pair of titties. That's the dream, baby. That is the dream. I guess I am living the dream. Hopefully not the one where, like, I go to school and forget to put on clothes, you know. That's one of the easy, you know, textbook examples of interpreting a dream. But, you know, still is one of the most fucked up dreams you could ever have. You just stand up in the front of the class. Oh shit, I forgot to put on my pants. What am I gonna do with me? I don't know, G, you know, but one day you're gonna have a big old tummy. Yeah. But totally sidetracked, you know. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. So I guess we just gonna get ready and call this a score, you know. Call it a win, baby. In order to make it a win, you gotta make it a win. You know, if you want to make it a win, baby, you gotta make it a win. That's where you begin. Make it a win. Or whatever CM Punk said. Yeah, it was Titus O'Neil. I know. God, Steve, God. But yeah, thank you guys for sitting and hanging out with me for a few hours and being stupid and Stoney and, you know, just talking about stuff, you know. What up, you know. And we'll say good hi in the next one. But for now, you know, cheers. Oh, baby, that is gravy. Whoo! Oh, this AK-47 is firing smooth. Oh, oh, baby, and dude, that's what it do. Oh, you. Thanks, my dude. Me too. And sitting here talking for 50 hours and then forgetting what I'm talking about, you know, but it's something like that. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Well, actually, you'll see me in the next video, but I won't see you because that's not how cameras work unless, you know, you've got one there, but, you know, that's a whole nother thing, you know. But, you know, you'll see me in the next one, and well, I guess same concept, but, you know, and then again, next week, and, you know, I'm going to be here every Sunday if I can. I'm trying to, man. You know, it's a plan. And, yeah. So thanks again. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I love you, babies. Bye.